Previously on D&D Kinda.
Christopher dropped to his knees as the shrieking grew louder and the heat builds, and then he sees it. Hovering in the air above him, a creature of darkness. As it shrieks, the creature drops from the sky, and Christopher's tenement is crushed beneath its wings and feet. There's someone that approaches you, and you recognize this individual. Ayesha? Bartholonude, are you all right?
Ayesha, I must leave. I will not forget you.
I love you, Bartholonude Ipsy. Do not forget me. And he begins swiftly running, leaving Ayesha and the horrors of his past behind him.
I was raised and studied on by a Golden Clan elder who was secretly attempting to create the ultimate Dragonborn. Viswine told me the elder's plans. I could no longer suppress my rage, the burning desire for revenge. And I pray to the Dragonborn gods that the Golden Clan elder will find his eternal punishment when he passes into the afterlife, at my hand or otherwise.
This Dragonborn falls. It stands and it turns around. Bartholonude, you recognize this golden dragon. It is Ayesha.
She stands up and turns around, and whenever she does that, with Hamilton in front of her, the Spectre weapon doesn't follow her around and follow her neck. It goes to the small of her back and pushes into the small of her back.
Okay.
Threatening.
So she stands with her hands in the air and with this, with a sword in her back as it's pushing her towards you, and she starts to walk towards you all. And as she comes towards you, she immediately locks eyes with you, Bartholonude. And Viswine takes notice of who is who is behind the sword as well. And looks.
I make a call out to everyone, and I say, "Be on high alert. I know of this one as a member of the Golden Clan."
Okay, so as she approaches you all, she says, "Viswine, Bartholonude, it's been so long. Forgive me. I've been years here with the Golden Dragon Elder, and I've just managed to escape, and you've just freed him. I had him."
Bartholonude, who? You know this person? Who is this?
This is Ayesha.
And Bartholonude, as you look at Ayesha, you notice as your scales have parted and your hair has grayed, Ayesha has not aged as you have and as Viswine has. She's not the same as she once was as you were in your early 20s. She appears young and youthful and beautiful.
Ayesha, tell me, 5 years ago, what were you doing?
While all of this is happening, because he kind of like walked right past me, so I'm standing, or she walked right past me, so I'm kind of standing behind her. I want to go check the golden dragon that's on the ground while this conversation is going on.
Okay.
And
Thank God I forgot about that thing.
what exactly is going on with it?
So you walk over as they all kind of see you walk into the light, and they kind of lose you because this is like a deep, like it's so incredibly bright. This it's like designed to cast this bright pillar of light in the center of this room.
I'm also glowing, so I would probably just blend in with the light.
Yeah, you're just like gone in this this light. But as you walk in, you don't you notice that the individual on the ground has tremendous. It's a dragonborn of tremendous size and might. The clothing on this individual is very elegant, and just this individual looks like he commands respect. And whoever it is that's on this ground, whatever golden dragon this is, you can tell they are of supreme importance.
I know that when he fell to the ground, he was unconscious. Can I tell, is he injured in any way? Like, why is he unconscious? Is it magic?
They have been unconscious.
Yeah.
You can't really tell as to what exactly is going on as to why they are unconscious. You can tell that they're just, you don't know whether it's from the fall, whether it was from what had happened to them before, what reason they were unconscious. You can't tell that by normal means.
So I want to take out one of my daggers and I want to cut the bindings off of this dragonborn.
Okay.
And I want to remove my cloak that grants me hit points and resistance against lightning and fire damage. And I want to, obviously this is a huge dragonborn and I am a very small gnome, but I want to wrap as much of this dragonborn as I can in my cloak to try to imbue some of the health boost and damage resistance that my cloak has on this dragonborn.
On the one that's on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of want to paint a picture here because the way that I'm imagining this is really interesting. So you're almost like the world is completely drowned out from you. Like there is nothing but you and what is surrounded with light. And you disrobe as your cloak and you wrap this dragonborn who is unconscious in it. And there is no movement from this individual, but they begin to stir.
Mm-hmm.
But they are still completely asleep. And you are completely enthralled with what's happening because the light and your senses are just completely deprived because you are just so involved in this. The light has completely blinded you to everything that is going on other than what is happening between you and this dragonborn who is daunting.
Yeah.
And out of their bounds. But nothing happens whenever you wrap them in this cloak.
So again, on a hunch, I'm going to take one of his giant hands in both of mine, and I'm going to concentrate all of my will and cast guidance into him.
Okay. So as you do this tremendously sized dragon awakens without bounds and stands up and looks at you as you are standing in front of it, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
As that golden stands up, can he see everybody that's nearby?
No, he can only see what's in the light around him. Whatever's happening. Oh my god.
That's going to be a 15.
Oh fuck.
That's going to be a nat 20, isn't it?
That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
So this golden rears back its leg and punts you.
Yeah.
And you fly out of the
Can
light.
I at least get my cloak back?
Sorry, bro. This golden punts you. And you fly out of the light, and everyone else in the party notices what is happening. And you hit the wall, and you fall, and you are knocked unconscious. So we'll go back to what's happening outside prior to Hamilton flying out of the light. Aisha responds and says, I know not of how long I've been under the Golden Clan Elder's spell. 5 years ago, I have been serving his will. I have been tricking and deceiving, and it's many long nights and sleepless nights and things I've done. Under this film, this disgusting film that I can't escape. It's like a eyeglass, and everything I look through is golden colored. I can't escape it. So as this happens, you guys see Hamilton fly out of the light and hit the wall.
So Topher's still on the back of Toe Thumbs, and he hears what Aisha has to say. he's getting really frustrated with the bullshit that he feels like these between Aisha and Weisswein are just, they're blaming their problems and what they have done on being under a spell. And he's fed up. He's tired. He's run dry. He's upset. He's irritated. His spectral weapon changes from a sword to a rope that is covered with very sharp pieces of metal and wraps its way up around Aisha from her waist all the way up to her throat and around her throat. And Topher's eyes turn pure black.
Fuck.
Topher, your eyes turn black as the sword transforms into this rope just littered with razor blades, and it wraps its way around Aisha and begins to tighten as the scales cut and her dragon blood begins to softly pour out of the wounds. You're not trying to kill her, but you are putting on a hell of a show.
Mm-hmm.
All of you stand and watch what's happening, and as you all see this, the light divides, and standing every bit of 7.5, 8 feet tall, this massive dragon, cloaked in Hamilton's special, cloaked in Hamilton's garb, and he's slowly walking out of the light, and he's just pacing towards you guys without stopping.
So he's out of the light now?
Yeah, he is walking towards
we
you
can
all.
clearly see that he is the dragonborn.
Yeah, this
elder.
is the golden dragon elder walking
So
towards
as I
you.
see him, and he sees me, I hold up my halberd, and I scream, and slam the halberd on the ground. And as I slam the halberd on my ground, I cast Dreadful Aspect on both Aisha and the Golden Clan Elder.
Okay, can you give me what the stats on Dreadful Aspect is?
As an action, each character of your choice that can see you within 30 feet must make a Wisdom saving throw. On failure, the target is frightened of you for 1 minute.
What do they have to beat?
14.
Oh yeah, they both beat that.
Fuck me.
And as this takes place, Aisha turns and looks at you and says, "I am sorry, Bartholonude." But she doesn't run. She doesn't move. She stands behind. Well, right. She stands behind Topher's spectral, or she stands bound in Topher's spectral rope that is binding her, and the Golden Clan Elder is shook by you pounding the ground with your thundering smite-ridden halberd, but he keeps pacing forward, ever so dauntingly. What do you guys do?
I'd like to try to tackle him and claw him.
The Clan Elder?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
know Topher's still on my back, though.
no, that's fine. So you want to just run through these people, and okay. So you take off charging as a bear, and you run through, and you leap through the air, and go ahead and give me a strength check as your bear. Do you have the stats pulled up for your bear?
I don't know where to find him.
That's fine. I'll pull it up for you. I'll give you the stats on that. As for the strength, you get +6 as the giant bear.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I got a 15. That's not horrible.
Okay, so this bear dives through the air and it releases a giant roar. And it hits the Clan Elder, the Golden Clan Elder. And the Golden Clan Elder's hands extend and palms the bear's legs and throws him to the side and continues moving towards you, Bartholonude.
The time has come.
Okay, so the Golden Clan Elder, that's that fucker that I cut down, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm sitting on the back of Toe Thumbs, and I realize after all of this that is the Golden Clan Elder. and I'm sitting there and I sigh and I go, God, shit. And I start praying. I'm going to cast command on the Golden Clan Elder.
Okay. What I got to beat?
No, just roll a dice and I'll tell you. What'd you get?
19.
Yeah, that beats it.
I want to turn back into myself, and I'm pretty pissed off. I want to cast web. I want to try to get this guy on a web, trap him again.
Okay.
But you conjure a mass, thick, sticky web at a point of your choice within range. The web fills a 20-foot cube from that point for the duration, which is an hour. And if the webs aren't anchored between two solid masses, such as walls or trees, or layered across the floor, wall, or ceiling, the conjured web collapses on itself, and the spell ends at the start of your next turn.
So, as you are doing this, he also casts a spell at you.
Okay.
And as he does, he rolls his dexterity saving throw. Okay. That is a 16.
Spell save DC is a 15. Damn it.
Okay.
Damn. So
Now
close.
you have to roll against and make a charisma saving throw. And I imagine your charisma is probably pretty high.
No.
My
I don't believe so.
spell save DC for this character is plus 16.
Plus 16?
Or 16, sorry.
I was like, what, plus
Or I'm
what?
sorry, 17.
Damn.
17.
Oh.
All right, so attack goes to the runner, unfortunately.
Fuck!
Tie goes to the runner. So here's what's going to happen. You go to cast the spell, and he counters your spell cast. And Benedict, you disappear, and you reappear in another plane of existence where you can view everything that is happening.
What?
But you cannot interact, you cannot speak, you cannot do anything but watch what is going on.
God, you just got 6 cents.
I did. Fuck.
You're in the upside down.
Yeah, dude.
So,
So do I have to make a saving throw when it's my turn again?
You have to make a Bruce Willis throw.
every turn you have to make a saving throw to make it back. Or until the duration ends and they recall or can't the spell.
I see this happen, and I'm going to cast Blind Deafness on the Dragon Elder.
Okay.
I can blind or deafen a foe. Choose one creature that I can see within range to make a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, the target is either blinded or deafened for the duration.
What's your spell save DC?
14.
And what am I rolling?
A D20.
No shit.
Constitution.
Okay. That is a 21.
Radical.
It's not gonna hit.
Okay.
So the Golden Clan Elder just keeps approaching. And he comes up behind Aisha and places his hand on her shoulder. And Aisha is in tears, immensely just broken. And Bartholonude, roll an investigation check.
17.
17. Okay. So when you see this happen, you can tell that the tears that are coming from Aisha are sincere. And you can tell that she is being controlled against her will. And that the words she has spoke to you and what is going on it has been completely sincere. Now, you can do with that as you would, but I just your character needs to know that going forward. The Golden Clan Elder stops and smiles and draws his weapons. There are two massive double-edged swords on his back. And he turns around and walks back towards the light and begins walking towards Hamilton's body laying on the ground.
I see him walking towards Hamilton's body. I release my concentration on my spectral weapon, and I run towards Hamilton, and I re-engage my spectral weapon into a lasso rope and cast it at him to try to grab him and pull him towards me to keep him safe.
So here's what happens. The spectral weapon unwraps itself from Aisha, and she is just standing. She does not move. She does not make any movements. And it reappears around Hamilton and begins to pull him towards you. And the Golden Clan Elder turns and looks at Bartholonude and says, "Bartholonude, run!" And Aisha turns and looks at you and smiles with the most grimacing grin and transforms into the Golden Clan Elder, wields his weapon, and strikes.
So I have Hamilton now, correct?
He's on the ground near the individual that turned and told Bartholonude to run.
Who's the individual that told me to run?
You don't know. This individual turned and told you to run.
This
But this
individual.
individual
Who?
looks like the Golden Clan Elder.
Oh, so the
That's
one
all
that
you
was
know.
originally the Golden Clan Elder.
Yeah, but
The one that we've always thought was the Golden Clan Elder. That's a person who tells me to run?
But that individual has done nothing to harm any of you. But Aisha turned into the Golden Clan Elder and has just attacked you and rolled a... They took a melee attack, and this individual is definitely a spellcaster. So their melee attack is not all that proficient, but they did roll a 24. But it's only a quarterstaff, so it does 1d6 plus 1, so it's really not that super bludgeoning or anything. That is a 4 damage. And we are in initiative order, so everyone has to roll initiative.
So I'm pulling Hamilton towards me, and I hear something happen behind me, and I see this fight start to take place, and Hamilton's not quite to me. I turn to face Bartholonude to see what is going on, and that's whenever I see this fight start to happen.
So we roll for initiative.
Yep, everyone roll for initiative.
Yeah, mine's a 9.
I rolled a crit fail. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was a 14.
I am unconscious though, so it really doesn't matter.
Bartholonude?
15.
All right. So we have the Golden Clan Elder with a 19.
Weird.
The other individual that is over by Hamilton that looks like the Clan Elder with an 18. Bartholonude with a 15. Topher with a 14. Benedict with a 9. And Hamilton, you rolled a solid 1.
Wow.
That is a crit fail.
So before this battle starts, I'm going to look to my left and I'm going to look to my right. I want to make sure that Benedict, Bartholonude, and Weisswein are all close to me. And I want to make sure that we drag Hamilton's lifeless corpse right now, essentially, back behind us and out of harm's way. I'm actually going to swing my backpack around to my back, so it's not on my front anymore. And I'm going to pick Hamilton's body up, and I'm going to shove it into this book bag, and that's where he's going to be. He's going to be in my backpack.
All right.
Oh, is Weisswein not a part of this battle?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't roll for Weisswein.
You should be sorry.
Wow, Weisswein rolled a solid 3.
Weird.
So,
Your dice
he
are
has
great for.
Sorry,
for
Weisswein
us.
has the initiative of 2. Therefore, he has a solid 5. That does not help his place in the battle. All right, so the start of the battle. Immediately, what takes place is the Golden Clan Elder jumps backwards from the group as he was just posing as Aisha and casts Wall of Ice. He creates a wall of ice on a solid surface within range and can form it into a hemispherical dome or sphere with a radius of up to 10 feet. He can shape it in a flat surface made up to 10-foot square panels, and each panel must be contiguous with another panel. In any form, the wall is 1 foot thick and lasts for the duration of the spell, which is 10 minutes. If the wall cuts through a creature's space when it appears, the creature within an area is pushed to one side of the wall and must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 10d6 cold damage, or half as much damage on a successful save. Let's see. Everyone needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Do I make a saving throw?
No, it's just it's just Christopher. Because you are actually off the ground and in his bag, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you would not be affected by this.
Okay.
20, but not a nat 20.
10.
Poor Viswan. He is. That's
dead.
what I'm rolling on your guys' behalf.
That's what he gets for crossing that fucking river and not telling us.
Okay, so a 10 is not, unfortunately, does not succeed. So Ryan, you take 36 damage.
I have 1 HP.
Fuck.
What?
36 damage.
How? Damn.
Quick correction, take half that amount of damage. Sorry, I totally read that wrong. So take just half of that damage.
Okay.
So you are not at 1 HP. You
I'm at
are
19.
Yes. So Christopher,
Yes.
take 22 damage.
I rolled a fucking 20.
Yeah, but on a successful save, you still take 5d6. What takes place now is there is a giant wall of ice that is spanning the entirety of this room.
So it's between us and him.
It is between you guys and him. Now, I will say this. This does have a stat that says it has an AC of 12 and 30 hit points per 10-foot section. So it is extremely vulnerable to fire damage, obviously. So
I have to do Hellish Rebuke.
okay, what is Hellish Rebuke?
It's a reaction.
Okay, you can take
It's
a
a
reaction.
reaction. I point my finger, and the creature that damaged me, which I guess in this case is the wall, and you have to make a dex saving throw.
Okay, well, the wall only has an AC of 12, so I'll actually let you do an attack roll with that. I know that's kind of weird, but since it's a reaction and the wall doesn't really have the ability to roll, just go ahead and make an attack roll.
17 fire damage to an ice. That should break one of the 10 by 10s.
It does. So directly in front of you, where the Golden Clan Elder raised the ice wall, this ice you cast Hellish Rebuke, and this ice wall comes melting down, leaving a gap in the ice wall and a hole in the wall where the Golden Clan Elder is still standing. Now, next in the order is Aisha. So Aisha was forced to be. You saw this other individual you saw Aisha transform into the Clan Elder, and the other individual did no harm to anyone, and you heard them turn around and tell you to run, so you can only assume that the other individual is Aisha. And Aisha takes no action, and she stands still where she is behind the wall. You guys can't see that, but she does nothing. Bartholonude, it is your turn.
So, real quick, so does Bartholonude sit and ponder that if in his past he was actually in love with a woman or just a man disguised as a woman?
I don't ponder because I would accept it either way.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
That's
he
fair.
ain't judgy.
I'm just curious.
So I have to just attack the Golden Clan, the dude who fucking swapped or whatever.
Okay.
And you said when he swapped that it's not like we're attacking Aisha. Like, he came out and they look exactly alike. They are both Golden Clan. He transformed, literally.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I am gonna fuck the shit up one out of him. My Thunderous Smite's still rolling, right?
Yep.
Fuck the shit up one out of him with this halberd. Do a running / jump, Beast King blast right on his face hole.
Face hole is attacked.
Could
Give
you
that
tell me?
attack roll.
Could you give me that Beast King / again?
Beast King blast. There you go. Oh, the Golden Lightning Halberd plus my Thunderous Smite.
Bro.
Bitches ain't shit. 16.
And that's plus the 3. that I gave you?
19.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, 19 definitely beats it.
This will take a few seconds, guys.
Math.
Okay, so I rolled a 1, but I have something here for that. So it's my fighting style. I have great weapon fighting. You can re-roll on a 1 or 2 damage dice with any melee weapons that is wielded with 2 hands.
Go ahead and roll again.
Okay, that time it was a 6. And that's 6
right.
plus 5, which is 11, plus 3, which is 14, plus my Thunderous Smite. That's 12, total of 26.
26.
Big damage.
All right. That's a amazing amount of damage. Thank you.
Yes.
Golden Clan Elder, thanks you for your service. So you go ahead and narratively explain this attack to me.
So with my Thunderous Smite, I have just jumped up in the air and Beast King blast his face hole. And as the face hole is Beast King blasted, the echo and the roar of the Thunderous Smite reverberates throughout this tiny little cavern and up the hallway. The echo is just drills through everything.
Okay, so as this halberd falls on his face, it crackles with lightning and it cuts his skin, and you see a white glow shoot out of his face as you cut him, and almost like a life force is leaving him. And next in the order is Christopher.
Bartholonude, toss me your water pouch. Because he still has the water from the river.
He does.
So I catch the water pouch. Hamilton is in my book bag. I reach down and cradle Hamilton's head and dump this water into Hamilton's mouth.
My God.
Not all
Because
of
he's not all of it, obviously. Just enough to because I know this water is magical. I know that
It's really fucking
Taking
hot.
his hand
No,
slips
this-
and the whole
this
pouch
is-
just empties.
does the water stay hot?
Yeah,
Like, even
we
in-
already established that previously.
Well, regardless, the hotness of the water will wake his ass up. He won't be able to taste anything for a while, but fuck it.
boy.
So I pour this into Hamilton's mouth to try to get him woken up, because I know that he is out, and I don't want anything bad to happen to him, and I want him to be able to fend for himself, because I know that I'm not going to be able to do that for him.
Okay.
And I know that this water has magical qualities, so I figure instead of splashing my normal water on his face or smacking him around like I fucking want to so bad, I'll try this magical water to see if that will perk him up a little bit.
Get your normal water out of my face.
Okay, so I would say that's probably not your whole action,
Okay.
but here's how this is gonna go.
Okay.
So as you do this, oh boy, Hamilton, you are burned awake, and you are in pain. So much pain, like heartburn times infinity, like just the worst pain you've ever been in your life, as you are awakened by like swallowing this like flame water. But as you do this, your hands turn red and catch on fire. And you realize that there is nothing hurting you about this, and your hands for the moment are doused in flame, and this is the new you, motherfucker. Like, you woke up and you now have the ability to cast flame from your hands.
Hamilton, now don't go playing with yourself with those.
Well, so hold on. So he pours the water into my mouth, and as Hamilton awakens, he goes,
I guess I'll just do something and you tell me if I can do it. First, I'm going to channel divinity on Bartholonude. I'm going to present my holy symbol and restore 20 HP.
Oh shit.
Okay, and as my bonus action, So, how far away from the golden dragon?
Less than 10 feet.
Okay, I'm going to rush him, and I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds, and it's by touch.
Okay.
Will you throw me back my canteen?
I throw it back to him while I'm figuring out how to do a melee attack.
Sweet knife back.
Give me that attack roll.
Nat 20.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. All right. Give me that damage. What type of damage is this?
Cold, very cold.
This is necrotic damage.
Okay.
And at the second level, it's 4d10.
God.
Hell yeah.
Well, that was fucking stupid. 16
16.
on
So-
4d10.
So you explain to me this attack narratively.
Okay, so after healing Bartholonude, Hamilton jumps out of my book, my backpack trapper keeper thing,
Trapper keeper.
and I kind of gauge where this golden dragon elder is, and I take off full sprint at him. During this process, I hear a faint yell from my dragonborn friend to give him back his water pouch because he is, I'm assuming, parched. So I toss it behind me. I run full sprint at the golden clan elder. I dive, and the first body part that I come across, I grab and cast Inflict Wounds.
And as you do this, you grab his arm as he is shielding himself from inflicting any further damage from Bartholonude's halberd. And as you grab his arm, the scales on his arm start to rot, and his arm turns nearly black. And he takes 32 damage from your necrotic touch. And as the scales literally like slough off his arm onto your hands, a white glow shoots out of them. It's almost as if his life force is draining from him yet again. Benedict,
Yeah.
get off Facebook and tell me your
I'm
answer.
not on Facebook.
I want to think you're on
Reading
Facebook.
stuff. So, Golden
He's
Dragons
on motherless.com.
immune. They're fuck. Jesus Christ. They're immune to fire, correct?
They have fire resistance, not immunity.
Okay, I thought you said immunity before.
Sorry, I probably did. They have fire resistance, not immunity.
In that case, I'm assuming that they are very susceptible to cold. So I'm going to cast Frostbite on the one that they've been attacking.
Okay.
Shit. 19. Plus 7.
Damn. So it's a 26.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. So
Alright, so 1d6. Okay, there's one, but I have a bonus action.
okay.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, but my magic stone, it's also a cantrip. It says like you can cast it as a bonus action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I touch 1 to 3 pebbles and imbue them with magic. You or someone else can make a ranged spell attack with one of the pebbles by throwing it or hurling it with a sling. If thrown, it has a range of 60 feet. If someone else attacks with the pebble, the attacker adds my spell casting ability modifier, not theirs, to the attack roll. On a hit, the target takes bludgeoning damage equal to 1d6 plus my spell casting ability modifier.
Okay, so I would say this would just be you. So you hurl a stone at him.
Yeah, magic stone.
Magic stone, activate.
Daniel and Goliath over here. Or David and Goliath.
Daniel and Goliath.
Daniel and Goliath.
That's only going to be a 16.
It's close.
That still hits.
Only
Hell
gonna be
yeah.
a 16.
This guy's a mage. They don't have good armor.
Good. Fuck him. That's a 5. So 10.
So a total of 11 damage. Because the 10 plus the 1 you did earlier.
Oh, and I think with your next turn, you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And then for every failed save, the target takes another 1d6 cold damage. And you have disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll.
We'll get to that on my next
Okay.
turn. Next in the order is Weisswein. So Weisswein is going to take an attack with his sword. He's going to reach out and attack the clan elder. The clan elder sees him coming, and Weisswein gets a 20. Not a nat 20, but a 20. And so he gets 2d6. And that is not great. That is a 5. However, that is still something. So he reaches out with this sword and cuts as he is trying to dodge, cuts his other arm that is currently still has its scales, and as he does, it is rips the scales off of him, and a white glow shoots out from beneath his skin, and the Golden Clan Elder is bloodied.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I just want to look at Bartholonude and pull out the rope that I found
Okay.
and just kind of give him that look like, let's get him.
Get him. Get him, boys. All right, next in the order is the Golden Clan Elder. Sorry, Hamilton. You rolled a nat, or a negative, or a 1. So, yep. So, the Golden Clan Elder is going to reach out and grab you, Topher. And you need to... I actually need to make a melee spell attack against you. That is a 22.
It's gonna hit.
Unfortunately, that doesn't hit.
That gonna hit? Okay. Alright, you take 11 damage, and I actually regain 5 health. I cast Vampiric Touch. You take 3d6 necrotic damage, and I regain hit points equal to half the amount, but it does not side in my favor or round down, so I only take 5. So he reaches out and grabs you, and you feel the life force being drained from you as you see a white dust almost being sucked back into his wounds as they kind of close up. And that is the Clan Elder's turn. He does not have multi-attack on this. So, next in the order, we have Aisha, who continues to do nothing. Out of sight.
Great.
Bartholonude, it is your turn.
So, in my past attack, I kind of hopped toward him. So, how far am I currently from?
You're within 5 feet of him.
Okay. I'm gonna take how runners in a track meet begin to start running from that prepared stance into a bolt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bolt action run toward him and slide on the ground, roll onto my back as I slide up near him, and I'm gonna grab his ankle.
Okay.
And as I grab his ankle, I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds.
So I'm going to need you to make an athletics check.
15.
That's good enough. So you reach out and you grab him with Inflict Wounds. So Inflict Wounds is going to go ahead and give me the attack on Inflict Wounds.
$15 damage.
15. Topher, you're good. What's up?
Well, let me see here. I'm going to cast command on this son of a bitch. You must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What do I have to beat? Oh, Jesus.
14.
That's a 3.
So I speak a one-word command to a creature that I can see within range. My one-word command is halt. And this is the target does not move and takes no action.
Okay. So you're just halting, and so he doesn't get another turn.
Yes.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Benedict.
Well, What's up?
You're up.
Okay, so the guy that's bloodied. Where are they at around me?
Like you're all within 5 feet of each other.
Okay, is there a way that I could get like? So what I'm trying to see here is I have second level Thunder Wave, and each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from me must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes 3d8 thunder damage.
So I would say that would be a 15-foot cube in front of you or around you.
Oh, okay. So I can do it in front of me?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so yeah, I'm going to hit him with that.
Do it, bro.
Fuck.
You sure you're gonna hit him with that?
Yeah, I am going to hit him with that because my spell save is +7. So it's going to be a 16.
That hits.
Hell yeah. All right. That's a 6. That's 5. So that's 11. 13. Oh, so he takes 13 damage from that, and as the bonus action, I want to take another magic stone and fucking hurl it at him.
Okay.
What is that?
19.
Fuck.
what you rolled
that's
last
a
time, too.
26.
Jesus. Okay, that hits.
Throw your rock at him. Just rock out, dude.
7.
7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So 16 or no, 18 total.
Yeah.
All right, so you hit this guy and then pelt a rock right at his face. And this rock hits him and he starts to fall over and he catches himself on his feet.
Shit.
This guy is extremely bloodied. As all over him, his scales are flaking, he is bleeding, and there is a white light and substance just oozing out of him. And his eyes are cracking, and there is a red glow pouring from his eyes. He is extremely bloodied, and he is weary.
Give him the
next
business.
in the order is Vicewine.
Come on, Vice One.
So Vicewine is going to take an attack with his sword against him. Vicewine is a really shitty roller, and he rolled a 12, and that is not good enough to break this guy's AC.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the end of Vicewine's turn. But luckily, it's Hamilton's turn.
Hell yeah. Let's
Hamilton
do it.
gets to do something.
Yep.
So,
You should just go up and punch him.
question number 1. I cannot see Aisha, right? She's behind the wall.
Yeah,
of us.
she's out of sight.
Okay. Question 2. My hands being all fiery and shit, does that do anything for me other than my hands being on fire?
I would say it's gonna help in the sense of like you got hot hands, but in normal situations, yes. But you know that golden dragons have a resistance to fire.
Yeah, but
So-
they would like melt ice.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to walk up and melt the ice wall with my hands.
Well, the ice wall is busted open. Like you can see the Golden Clan Elder. There's a
Yeah, I don't want to
to.
see him though. I want to see Aisha.
Okay. So you start to. It doesn't immediately melt. I mean, it would take a while for it to fall through. Like,
Do
it
I have
wouldn't
enough
just fall.
movement speed that I could just walk around it then?
I mean, that's up. You have to tell me that.
I mean, my
They're only-
movement is...
They're only 10 feet, aren't they? Like 10 feet
Yeah, they're 10.
cubes.
They're 10 feet tall and they're only like 4 feet wide. You
Oh,
could
yeah,
definitely
you should.
walk through.
Oh
it
yeah,
around
my
it.
walking speed is 25. Yeah, so I want to walk around to where she's at, and
Now, if you can walk up to the Golden Clan Elder because he's standing like on the other side of this wall. If you were to walk up to him and around him, he would get an attack of opportunity on you.
but he's
'Cause you-
halted, right?
Oh, that's true. He is halted.
Yeah, he can't do shit.
Yep. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah. So I want to walk right up to her, and I
Okay.
want to climb up her, and I want to smack her in the face.
Okay. Now, she also looks like the Golden Clan Elder at this moment, but you guys are inferring that
But
that she
I
is.
knew whenever we first came into this room that she was probably a homie, which is why I gave her my cloak, which she still has on her shoulders,
Yeah.
and why I helped her to wake up.
Okay. So you traverse her body and You give her a nice slap on the face. There's your action. Good job.
He's traversing her body.
That's all you're doing?
Well, that's just what I wanted to do, like, initially.
Okay, we'll count that as your movement.
Yeah.
Now what do you want to do?
She doesn't have any reaction to that whatsoever?
I mean, she's not mad about it. She understands that she's... Like Viswan, when you guys originally cornered him, he was accepting of the fact that he knows what he did was shitty, but he had no control of it.
She kind of liked it.
Okay.
She was into it.
So I sigh disappointingly, and I...
Usually other people sign disappointingly when they're with you in that aspect.
Weird. And I take my cloak back off of her shoulders, and I put it back on myself, and points his quarterstaff at the other identical elder dragon that is exploding from the inside, and cast Eldritch Blast. And that is going to be a 19.
That's going to hit. Holy shit.
And that is going to do 8 force damage and 2 more, so 10 damage total. And it's also going to knock his now probably deceased body 10 feet away from me.
The Eldritch Blast leaves your quarterstaff, Hamilton. And just like it did in the woods, as you imbued your quarterstaff with magic from the river, your fiery hands are clutching the tip of your staff, and a green bolt circling with flame fires from your quarterstaff and spins through the air and impacts the clan elder in the chest, shooting scales and white light in all directions. And his body launches 10 feet back through the air and lands on his back, and he slides across the floor. His body lay lifeless on the ground. And as it lay, the white light begins to shine brighter and brighter from his corpse. The other Golden Clan elder transforms back into Aisha. And Bartholonude, you immediately recognize her as the Aisha that you once fell in love with, regardless of it being 30 years ago. But she hasn't aged a day. She takes off running and jumps through the air and tackles all 4 of you and says, "Cover your eyes." And the Golden Clan elder's body explodes in a white flash of light. All of you cover your eyes and shield yourselves as you can feel bits and pieces of the Golden Clan elder's body spatter you. Christopher, you turn as you feel an immense heat. And as you turn, you hear a heavy breathing. And all of you turn to see a massive white dragon floating in the air. And as it falls to the ground with a crash, Christopher, you lock eyes with this dragon, and its red eyes pierce you, and you recognize this as the beast that crushed your home in Neverwinter.
D&D Kinda is proudly sponsored by Elderwood Academy, Skull Splitter Dice, and RPG Sounds Fantasy.